Have you ever pondered what the destiny of our sun might be? Interesting, isn't it? Our sun, the glowing ball of gas that provides us with warmth and light, is currently in a stage known as the main sequence. This stage, which has been ongoing for approximately 4.6 billion years, is essentially the sun's adulthood. Yes, you heard it right, our sun, like all stars, has a life cycle and is approximately halfway through its life. Now the sun's future is intrinsically tied to the amount of hydrogen fuel it has left. You see, the sun is like a gigantic nuclear reactor, where hydrogen atoms are fused together to form helium, a process that releases a colossal amount of energy. This energy is what makes the sun shine so brightly, but what happens when the sun exhausts its hydrogen fuel? So what happens when our sun runs out of hydrogen fuel? The answer is it evolves into a red giant. The transformation of our sun into a red giant won't be an overnight event. It's a process that will take billions of years. So, let's dive into this fascinating tale of cosmic transformation. Our journey begins with the depletion of hydrogen at the sun's core. You see, our sun, like any other star, fuels itself through a process known as nuclear fusion. It's here, deep in the heart of the sun, that hydrogen atoms combine to form helium, releasing an enormous amount of energy in the process. This energy is what gives our sun its brilliant glow and warming rays. However, as the eons pass, the core's hydrogen supply begins to dwindle. As the hydrogen fuel runs low, the core starts to contract, becoming denser and hotter. Picture this as a colossal cosmic oven, its temperature cranking up as the fuel supply dwindles. As the core contracts and heats up, it's like the sun's furnace is getting a major upgrade. This increased heat has a dramatic effect on the outer layers of the sun. The intense heat from the core pushes the outer layers outward, causing the sun to expand. And it doesn't just expand a little, it balloons to an unimaginable size, becoming a red giant. It's like watching a marshmallow puff up over a campfire, but on a scale that's truly astronomical. But why red? As the sun expands, its outer layers cool down, giving it a red hue. It's the same principle as a hot blue flame turning to a cooler red flame as you move away from its source. This expansion is so vast that it's predicted the sun will grow beyond the orbit of Earth. Yes, you heard that right. Our planet could be engulfed by the sun in its red giant phase. The transformation is a spectacle of cosmic proportions, with our once familiar sun morphing into a gargantuan red giant. But fear not, this transformation is billions of years in the future. For now, our sun continues to shine brightly, fueling life on our beautiful planet. So, we've witnessed the birth of a red giant, but what's next? Well, like all good things, even the era of the red giant must come to an end. As it exhausts its nuclear fuel, the sun will enter its final stages. In this dramatic finale, the sun will shed its outer layers, a bit like a cosmic snake shedding its skin. This process creates a spectacular sight known as a planetary nebula, a glowing shell of gas and dust. But don't think that's the end of the story. The sun's core, now bare, remains behind. This dense, hot core, known as a white dwarf, will be about the size of Earth but with the mass of the sun. Over billions of years, this white dwarf will gradually cool and darken. It won't explode or collapse further. Instead, it will simply fade away, spending eternity as a cold, dark, forgotten remnant of its former glory. And there you have it, the grand journey of our sun, from a main sequence star to a red giant and finally, a white dwarf. It's quite a journey, isn't it? From the sun we know and love to a massive red giant and finally, a white dwarf. Let's take a moment to recap this cosmic adventure. Our sun, like all stars, is powered by nuclear fusion, churning hydrogen into helium at its core. But in about 5 billion years, the sun will exhaust its hydrogen fuel. This will trigger its expansion into a red giant, engulfing the inner planets and dramatically altering our solar system. The red giant phase won't last forever though. Eventually the sun will shed its outer layers, leaving behind a hot, dense core known as a white dwarf. This white dwarf will cool and fade over billions of years, marking the final chapter in the sun's life. Our sun's transformation is a testament to the ever-evolving universe. Remember to subscribe to our Universal Universe channel for daily cosmic adventures.